Everyone talks about yoga as integration. We always talk about the concept of yuj, the concept of yoking together. But there is a beautiful concept given to us by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita that details yoga as a process of disassociation, detachment, maybe even disintegration. This concept is brought out in the Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter and the 23rd verse, where Krishna tells us, Dukkha Samyoga Viyogam Yoga Sangitam. Yoga being defined as the disassociation. Yoga being defined as the disassociation from our union with pain, with suffering, with misery. The word dukkha is often used to refer to pain, but it is more apt to say that it is suffering and misery. Most miseries are usually self-inflicted rather than coming from an outer source. And the concept of samyoga, to go and attach, to take ownership, to bind oneself, to get caught up in, is the term samyoga, to make a summation, to come together. And viyogam is the disassociation, the breaking away, the disentanglement from our tendency to hold on to our suffering, our misery. This is a beautiful psychological concept that Lord Krishna gives us. Because most people have a tendency to attach to the suffering. Often, many of the patients who come to me, they are talking about my diabetes, my hypertension, my migraine, my problems. And I often ask them, why are you claiming ownership? Why are you holding on to your problems, your health challenges, physical, mental, emotional, and you are so attached to them, you are holding on to them so tightly, subconsciously you don't want to let go of them. And we find that many people are so attached to their miseries, their suffering, that subconsciously, if not consciously, they don't actually want to let go. It has become a source of support for them, a very negative source. Yet it has become so much part of them, they are afraid to lose it. And we find people who benefit through the yoga, and then suddenly they disappear. Because as the disease, as the problems start to come down, they feel they are losing a part of themselves. This type of negative tendency to attach to our problems, because again we understand that the concept of attachment, sangha, is the cause of misery, dukkha. And the difference between a molehill and a mountain, the molehill is when the problem is somebody else's. The mountain is when the very same problem is mine. Because the moment it is mine, the molehill becomes the mountain. The moment it is somebody else's, the mountain becomes a molehill. And this is why, by detaching ourselves from this tendency, a subconscious vasana, a samskara of going and attaching to our problems, making them seem bigger than they are, and magnifying them from the molehill to the mountain, we keep on getting into this negative habit pattern. And Lord Krishna is advising us, take a stand, make up your mind, and break away from this tendency. In fact, Patanjali, in the 2nd chapter of the Yoga Sutras, the Sadhana Pada, in the 15th Sutra, tells us, Dukkha meva sarvam vivekinaha. The one who is endowed with viveka, the ability to discern, the ability to know the reality from the unreal, the ability to know the right from the wrong, the good from the bad, the path of pleasure seeking as opposed to the path of goodness, the Preya and the Shreya as Yama, Dharmaraja Yama, the god of death, tells young Nachiketa in the Kathopanishad that many people get confused between the Shreya and the Preya, the good and the pleasurable. Now here Patanjali tells us, Dukkhameva sarvam vivekinaha. As your intellect grows, as you start to be able to know and your wisdom grows, as your Vijnanamaya Kosha, that body of your wisdom, the higher intellect starts to grow, you start to understand that all of this is misery and suffering. You start to understand that all your attachments were binding you into suffering and that you were the cause of this attachment. Taking responsibility to then break away from the cause. Who can break away from the cause? You, nobody else. If I have a problem, only I can come out of it. Nobody else can do it for me. And we can help the other person. We can give them a ladder, we can throw them a rope. But ultimately, it is the journey of the self to the self. And to make our patients aware of this, for us to be aware of it in the first place in our own lives, that we have a tendency to attach to our miseries. We go and get caught up, entangled in all these problems that are of our own making. As my father and Guru, Yoga Maharshi Swami Gitananda Giri would say, you don't have problems, you are the problem. Because this perspective that we have within us, our ego, what happens is that with anger we can sort of get into problems, but it is our ego that then keeps us there because we don't want to say sorry. We don't want to let it up. We don't want to let go. And one of the key messages of yoga is to let go. And this is why in our jatis we shake. We hold tight the problem, take in a deep breath and then throw it out with a whoosh. The idea is to let go. And this is the very same thing that Krishna is telling us. Dukkha samyoga viyogam yoga sangeetam. Learn to let go of this junk, all this terrible, decayed, egotistic, ignorant junk that is holding you to your miseries, to your sufferings. And that dukkha, which is the state of unease, dis-ease, where you are not one with yourself. An off-key note in music is a type of dukkha. You are retuning, attuning, intuning yourself to your own healthy, happy vibration. And for that we need to separate, we need to let go of these attachments, our hang-ups, our samskaras and vasanas. And that is why Patanjali says the tools of abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa is the ability to make the effort, a hard effort, not to let go at the first opportunity, to make that effort to go from that state of dukkha, misery, suffering, pain, to that state of sukha, that state of oneness where we are one with ourselves, regaining our birthright of happiness and health. And of course, vairagya, which is this, and of course, vairagya, which is the detachment, the ability to be objective. Every scientist worth the salt knows that you must be objective in your research. And yoga is a science. In yoga, you want to be objective towards your own subjective experiences. And the whole yoga anga of Patanjali, all the 8 limbs in his Ashtanga yoga, the whole process of Kriya yoga, Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, making the effort, introspectional self-analysis, and then giving over to the higher. Do your best, leave the rest. Do your best, leave the rest. That key message of the Bhagavad Gita also coming into here. Abhyasa is the push and vairagya the let go. And through the process of yoga, Ashtanga yoga, all the tools of Kriya yoga, the asanas, the kriyas, the mudras, the bandhas, and even the simple jatis where you catch and let go, you start to actualize the principles of dukkha samyoga viyogam into your life, thus enabling you to give up your troubles, give up your health issues, physical, mental, social, emotional issues. Throw them away and let yourself regain your health and happiness. And that is the way to once again becoming yourself, feeling one with yourself, being the best you that you can be in this lifetime.